We are so back, baby. Our 5 words that I'd love to hear from my dad. But Berserk is back finally after 6 months. Holy shit. It's been a minute. And the best part is, we don't have to wait another 6 for the next chapter to drop. So definitely look forward to next month. But regarding 377, Studio Gaga pretty much delivered on every aspect I wanted them to deliver on. They did a really good job in regards to the world building with the Kushan Empire. It was pretty much what you'd expect physically. We got a good look at the area, but we also got a good look at their inner politics and how exactly they work as an organization. And you can sure as hell bet that where politics are concerned, so is a lot of yapping. I don't mean in the bad way, I mean like there's a lot of dialogue here, which is good, because that's something that I've really wanted from Studio Gaga. But they really didn't hold back here. They brought out the whole kablosh, because aside from the dialogue, we also got a whole slew of new characters, which is great because it shows that they're confident in their writing abilities to introduce these new factions, these new characters that they can play around with. So I am really glad about that, but let's go back to the beginning of the chapter. So everything starts off with the gang familiarizing themselves with the Kushan landscape and culture. Now expectedly they're thrown off at first, especially the people of Elfhelm, who are visibly distraught knowing they have to live and adapt to their current circumstances. Just imagine you're enjoying your day-to-day business. You got your legs kicked up on the table, your arms crossed, you got your soda can by your side, you're enjoying your media consummation sessions, and then out of fucking nowhere evil Jesus shows up and nukes your country and suddenly your ass is deported to the Middle East. I don't know about you, but I'd be pretty fucking pissed. So yeah, you can't exactly blame them for being mad or depressed in that situation, but either way, it's not like they have anywhere else to go, so at least they're trying to be grateful for having a place to stay, which is partly what I think Morta is doing here, getting a good feel for her new home, while also going to check up on Shirka. But moving on to the actual cast, they basically divvy themselves up with Farnese, Isidro, and Serpico going to look after Shirka, while Rickert is left with Magnifico, contemplating the words that Isla told him in the last chapter. So we do learn that in the last chapter, the Kushan Empire is gearing up for war against Falconia and obviously Griffith. And we really do see how the tensions are rising as these troops that are marching the streets, they're gearing up for war. And Rickard obviously is distraught by this because he knows firsthand just how strong Griffith's army is. These soldiers don't stand a chance against the apostles or any of the monsters within Griffith's army. So naturally, he's scared. He's scared that they're gonna fail. They're not ready. It's too early to attack them. They don't have the forces necessary to come out of this war as a victor. Right now, he believes that there is no war to be had. It's gonna be a straight up massacre. Victory, at least for the moment, is an impossibility. So he looks for hope, maybe instinctively, to the one thing that has always defied the impossible. And that's been guts. Broken as he may be at the moment. But after that, we're introduced to the new Kushan Emperor. What the fuck was his name? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being dumb right now, but I cannot find his name for the life of me. Maybe I gotta reread the chapter or something. But either way, we're introduced to this guy, and unlike his celestial dragon-esque appearance, he actually seems like a pretty chill dude. I was honestly surprised by that. I thought he was gonna be some fat lard dick, but no. He actually seems like a decent ruler, I dare say. So no surprises here. The Emperor is here to have a council meeting for the upcoming war against Falconia. Now it's here that Roderick basically asks a lot, why is everybody in the Kushan Empire so chill? You're going to war. You're gearing up to this life or death situation. But everybody seems to be at peace and it's calm everywhere. So what's up with that? And Salat replies with, or Daiba replies, bitch, we ain't ever known peace. The word peace has no definition here. Everybody is constantly dying. We're always going to war. So like, this is just another average day, you know? The only difference is how many more people died this time. But anyway, as the meeting begins, the Emperor basically asks Salat if he has any ideas on how to best Griffith, because he was the only one there with actual experience, and he's also royalty, so he gets to play a part in the council meeting. But not according to this one fucking nerd. This absolute gobber-brained baboon derails the entire conversation because the Bakiraka are part of an assassin family.
I swear to God, Isla probably beat the lunch money out of him when he was younger, because there's no reason to bring that up right now. Well, look, actually, the Bakurakan are part of an assassin family group, so they're a disgrace to our country. Shut the fuck up. This dude was so funny, bro. Like, he's even deadass staring down Isla. Like, what the fuck did he do? He's just existing. And like, he's arguably the most important person there because he has actual intel, unlike you. And I'm so glad he got called out as somebody else actually stood up and went against them because, dude, like, you added nothing to the conversation. What the fuck was the point of bringing this up? I don't know. I just thought the whole situation was kind of silly and funny at the same time because what the fuck did Isla do, man? Like, there has to be some beef between this guy. Like, Isla had to have done something in the past because it's just way too funny for no reason.
But none of that really matters because thankfully he got what he deserved in the end. Now from here, Daiba goes on to recount his experiences with the previous emperor and how exactly he got taken out by Griffith. To which the council was obviously shocked because it's unlike anything they could have ever imagined or even pictured in their head. So Isla takes this opportunity of shock to basically ask a request from the emperor to promote him to the rank of general, because he has the most experience and also the most firepower under his belt. Naturally, this suggestion set off a couple fireworks in good old vegetable brain over there because he got so mad he ended up insulting the emperor, which is a big no-no. Now, for whatever reason, this was quite literally a trigger word for Raksha to appear and spew out of this guy's body like he was from an alien movie. I personally was not expecting that. A welcome surprise nonetheless, because I love Raksha. He is such a cool apostle. And his appearance here does have a lot of implications, which I will get to very soon.
But his appearance here basically sets off Guts' brand of sacrifice, and honestly we see quite a pathetic display of Guts here as we have for the last couple chapters. Clearly he's still not the man he once was because he would not be reacting like this. Right now he's showing a mixture of anger and fear, but also helplessness. He's scared of this apostle when he really shouldn't be. Rakshas is strong, yes, don't get me wrong, but he's not one of the top commanders of Griffith's army. But even if we ignore his status, Rakshas is still just an assassin. He doesn't excel at hand-to-hand combat, as we see. He's not even able to best Silat in an upfront confrontation despite being an apostle. And Guts beat Silat, albeit it was in the past, but he still did. So this relatively low-tier apostle shouldn't present as an issue for Guts, if he wasn't in his current state, of course. But that's why this is such a pivotal moment, because it could be the trigger for him to regain his confidence back.
Obviously, that seems kind of impossible at the moment considering he's imprisoned and everything, but I feel like that's where Farnese comes in, because as we see from this panel over here, her eyes kind of seem clouded. It seems like she's establishing communication with either Guts himself or, in my opinion, which is more likely, Shirka. And she probably told her some vital information that'll help in rescuing Guts from the predicament he's currently facing.
Which brings us to the final page of the chapter, Rakshas' Liberation. So what does it mean for the future of Berserk going forward? Well, I think his release here means 3 different things. Firstly, if it wasn't clear already, Griffith is a fucking strategic genius. He sent Rakshas here to take care of the Kushans before the war even began. He's under no obligation to fight a war in the first place, so why go through all that collateral damage if you can take out the head right from the get-go? It's just so fitting for his character, but I'm saying that under the assumption that Rakshas is here under Griffith's orders. I mean, I could completely be wrong and he's just here on his own, but I think it's more likely that Griffith sent him. Secondly, his appearance here is a great showcase to the council just what big of a threat the apostles are to the Kushan Empire and how frightening they are, because this is not something that they're used to fighting. This will then lead to Islad most likely obtaining that rank of general because he has experience fighting these and he's not scared and he won't back down against them. And finally, I think it's pretty obvious at this point that there will be a fight, but the question is, what happens after that? Now, this won't be an easy fight, and I did say earlier that Gus will get his confidence back, so I do think they're gonna have a confrontation, but the key difference here is that I don't think Guts is going to kill Rakshas. I don't think anybody's gonna kill Rakshas. I think he's actually going to become an ally.
Whoa. I know you probably think at this point that old soul here has lost his marbles, but put your gun down for a second and let me explain. So I know it's been a while and most of you have probably forgotten, but Rakshas actually has a plotline regarding Griffith. It's not like he's deeply obedient to him to begin with. He actually wants to kill Griffith. So what better opportunity would there be than this one to ally yourself amongst the enemy faction here at this moment? Nobody would suspect a thing. Griffith would probably think that he just failed his mission. But unbeknownst to him, he has a traitor amongst his ranks. Yet we have a trump card. I do think that even though it seems like the odds are still stacked against us and we're going right into Hell's Gate here, I still do think that Rakshas will play a pivotal role in our victory against the Falconian Empire. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about Berserk 377. I think this is probably one of, if not the best chapter that Studio Gaga has dropped for us. They've done a great job so far, and I'm really looking forward to the future of the series, especially if it's going in the direction that I think it's going. But yeah, that's about it. Like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you all in the next one. See ya!